Kyle time.
You're listening to Killing Time with Kyle Bourne.
And you're listening to Game On here on GameNTrain.com. I'm joined once again, my partner in crime, Kyle Bourne.
Hey, Jeff.
Yeah, we've got ourselves a pretty exciting weekend coming up. I know that this is always a big time of the year. Calgary Comic and Entertainment Expo.
Yeah, we experienced our first one last year, so we busted our cherry on that, and it was excellent. That was probably one of the funnest and most exhilarating moments of my life, being able to interview the likes of John DiMaggio, who does the voice of Bender from Futurama, as well as Marcus Phoenix from the Gears of War series, Billy West, who does Fry and Professor Farnsworth in Futurama, and lots of other very talented people who was a bit starstruck just to see them and then to get to interview them too. So I know, at least for myself, very high expectations for this year as well.
Well, yeah, I mean, we had so much fun with that. I mean, Quentin Flynn, who was the voice of Raiden from Metal Gear Solid, Tara Strong, who was from Batman Arkham City, just all sorts of great voice actors there, and also the panels. The panels were awesome to go to.
My favorite was actually with the wrestlers from last year. Last year there was the $1 Million Man, Ted DiBiase. We had Jake the Snake Roberts and the Honky Tonk Man. And most wrestlers are fantastic storytellers, and so you can sit there for these panels, usually last about 50 minutes, just under an hour, and it seems to fly by like it was about 5 minutes long because you're just sitting there and blown away by the stories and the tales that they have. So this one could be even better than last year because they have Bret the Hitman Hart in Calgary. You know.
Awesome.
So that
Totally
makes
awesome.
sense. Jim the Anvil Neidhart of the Hart Dynasty there, he's going to be there as well. And that they announced not too long ago, Edge.
Adam Copeland.
Yes, that is going to be good. I'm hoping he'll give somebody a spear.
Hopefully Kyle.
Yes, even me. I'm sure that would absolutely, I wouldn't be able to breathe for the rest of the day, but it might be worth it.
Because you'd be speechless. Not because you're not got the wind knocked out of you or anything.
I got speared by Edge, and I need to go to the hospital.
Well, we were talking about the voice actors before, too, and there's a lot of cool new voice actors who are going to be here as well. Bob Bergen, the voice of Porky Pig, Tweety Bird, Marvin the Martian, Jess Harnell, Wacko from the Animaniacs. That's pretty awesome to see. Mark Mears back, but the big name, Phil Lamar, is going to be there. Phil freaking Lamar.
Yeah, he did Hermes Conrad on Futurama. And you might know him as well from, well, he's the guy who got shot in Pulp Fiction in the face. Shot Marvin in the fucking face. Oh. But I know him best from Mad TV. If you ever grew up watching Saturday Night Live, Mad TV, when Mad TV was at its prime, it blew Saturday Night Live out of the water, at least in my mind. And my favorite character that Phil Lamar played was the UPS guy, this really hyperactive, really overly friendly type of guy delivering packages. And if he does some kind of impression of him again, I will be beyond excited.
So it looks like we're going to have a lot of fun. And the thing I find fun about this year, again, last year there were so many people there. This year, Calgary Comic and Entertainment Expo is sold out. So that's going to be really crowded, but it's going to be insane and fun.
Yeah, last year I guess they weren't expecting all the people, and I think honestly there were more headliners. I mean, we weren't even into the Star Trek scene, but they had the entire Next Generation cast there, and that was a huge draw. And this year there's nothing really to that magnitude that they're putting on, and already it's sold out. So, I mean, I'm not quite sure what it is that drew all these people again. I guess people that were just there last year, and then they heard about how great it was, and they're coming regardless of who's going to be there or not.
Yeah, and there's some other science fiction types there as well. I mean, there's like a lot of the cast from Doctor Who, the cast from X-Files is going to be there. I mean, those aren't exactly my favorite shows. Nathan Fillion from Firefly is going to be there. Sweet. Freaking sweet. Fucking sweet. I can't believe I just upgraded 3 times, but that's so cool.
Yeah, no, and I'm not trying to say that it's not going to be, I mean, we're both pumped about it. I'm just trying to say that as far as the caliber of the guests that they have, still good. But I mean, last year it was really, really great. And so regardless, it's going to be chaotic. You and I have media passes, which I'm very happy about because you can get to most places here and there pretty easily. And if you are going to be there, first of all, getting into the building is the main thing. Mm-hmm. That's not something I would have anticipated as so difficult to get inside. Once you're inside, it's crowded, it's chaotic, but you pretty much have the same wait times as anybody else, and you're going to be waiting in line for any panels, just like if for us, we have media passes. But the main thing is to get in the building. Once you are inside the building, bring cash.
Yes.
That's funny.
Definitely.
That was something that I noticed last time when we were there. It was remarkable how there's lineups for everything. I saw a lineup leaning up to a post. And I'm not making this up. You and I followed this line.
And it was ridiculous.
It led nowhere. And I thought, if I ever go in a line, and I'm going to be in there for more than about 2 minutes, I'm going to go and look ahead and see what, just to make sure and kind of guesstimate, is this worth my time? If I go up and see that I'm leading into a post, I'm going to go, hey, this is not an appropriate line to be standing in. Why is everybody here? I'm not just going to line up like a blind sheep.
It's the lineup line.
I guess people just can't get enough of lines. I hear there's going to be lines this year. And then the other thing that really surprised me was the ATM machines had a significant lineup. I think some people were having to wait 20 to 30 minutes just to withdraw cash. Bring cash.
No question. I don't want to waste my time waiting for the cash at the ATM machine. If it came down to it, I just wouldn't buy anything. I mean, just go and enjoy. That's not true. I buy everything. But still, go and enjoy the show. Go and enjoy all the panels, the guests, and then wait till the next day to go do your shopping. Saturday for panels, Friday for panels, Sunday, do your shopping then.
And so Jeff and I had a really good experience last year, and that was just, we were rookies then. Not as though we're seasoned veterans now, but I think we're going to push it even more. We'll try to get even more interviews, maybe ask some racier questions if we can, play the field, see how we get reactions. Maybe we can get some of the cosplayers to do some crazy things for us. And
Ooh.
Yeah, you know what I'm talking about.
Bring the cameras.
Yeah. You think they'd strip?
We'll have to see. We'll have to see what happens.
We'll have to put on a cosplay strip show.
I mean, it takes so long to get those costumes on, so we'll see.
I just can't wait to see what Chewbacca looks like underneath all. How big is this wanker?
I think this is good, Cal. I think we've had a great conversation here. If you're going to the Calgary Expo, congratulations. Enjoy yourself. Get in there early. Just show up because you're going to have to deal with lineups, but it's going to be great times. Kyle, I'm looking forward to next week.
You bet. We'll see you there.
You're listening to Game On
Tremble in fear at our 3 different kinds of ships.
on GameNTrain.com.